Hey ladies, it's Jamie here with She's Everyday. I am going to be talking about no contact and how long it takes for your ex to come back if you have went into no contact. So if you've gotten one of my videos or anybody's video, or if you've been on my website and you've heard about no contact is where you go through a breakup and you just give your partner the breakup. You don't contact them, you go into silent mode, no calls, no texts, nothing for at least a minimum of 30 days, if not more. So if you are in that time frame, you might be wondering, is it working? How long is it going to take for my ex to come back around or for them to contact me? Well, that varies and that depends, but I am going to tell you all the different scenarios and how long it takes depending on the scenario that you're in. So stay with me till the end. I will also tell you what you can do to speed up that process. First off, you know that there are no guarantees. There are no 100% to anything. Every situation is different. Every person is different. Every person's attachment style is a little bit different, and all of that varies. But I will give you kind of some general guidelines for each of these scenarios. Scenario number one, you were in a very short-term relationship, or it wasn't even really a relationship. It was a date or two. You weren't committed. You weren't exclusive. You hadn't had the talk of what are we? And he just kind of ghosts you, he goes silent. Chances are he's not coming back. So don't even consider him coming back. And you shouldn't be so invested with this guy anyway. If you were just together for 3 months or less, he's probably not coming back around. He's just realized that, there's no connection, there's no chemistry, you're not my girl. And he just doesn't have the guts to tell you that. Just let him go, move on, find yourself a better guy. Scenario number two. Let's say you were a little crazy in the relationship. You were very jealous, you were very controlling, you were just toxic, you were very anxious, you were very needy, whatever. You were just very something. And you guys have broken up. It's probably going to take him a long time to come back in this scenario. It may take him 3 months to 4 months. That's going to be about normal. It may take him up to a year, depending on how crazy you were, because he needs to see you changing. Now, if you truly change and you truly transform, it may come about a little quicker. You can't contact him to show him that you've changed, though. That's the tough part. You have to show him you've changed through your social media. So don't block him. Hopefully he hasn't blocked you. If he has, he will probably unblock you at some point, or he will follow you on another person's device. He will find out what you're up to. You're going to have to prove to him that you become a great woman. So on my website, there are 2 e-courses. And in both of those e-courses, there is a chapter called High Value Women. And it tells you how to transform yourself into this amazing, amazing, amazing woman that has all of these high value traits that he's going to look at and go, wow, she's awesome. Why didn't I see those when I was with her? Maybe she really has changed. Maybe I should give this another shot. So if you were crazy, yes, it's going to take him a longer time to come back. But he's going to come back quicker if you transform, become a woman of excellence and quality, become a person that you're proud of. Maybe you didn't show up as your best self in the last relationship. We've all been there, okay? You can turn it around though. Scenario number 3 is, how did you handle the breakup? Did you handle it well? Were you like, hey, that's cool. I don't want the breakup. I think we might be really great. I think you might be the one. I'm not sure. Kind of thought maybe you were, but not positive. But hey, I respect that we're not on the same page and you want to break up. Best of luck to you. And you leave him alone, no contact, go do your thing. If you handle the breakup really, really classy, he's at some point going to go, oh wow, maybe I missed it. Maybe I didn't want to break up with her. In that case, he may come back very quickly. I say about 30 days. He may come back quicker than that. I say to stay in contact for 30 days. Really give him time to think about it. 30 days to about 3 months, he's probably going to come back around if you handled the breakup well. If you didn't handle the breakup well, if you went off on him and you just were like a little gnat swimming around his head and you were so frustrating with him and you made him so miserable by the long text and the phone calls and the emails and driving by his work, and if you did all of that, it's going to take him longer to come back. Now, I do have on my website a copy of a text that you can send him called the final reach out, that even if you went a little nuts during the breakup, even if you didn't handle it well, if you send him this final reach out, it speeds up that process of him coming back. Okay, so handling the breakup well, probably about 30 days. Number 4 scenario is, if you were a really good woman, if you were a really good woman in this relationship, you had a lot of high value traits, he's going to come back quicker. Again, in that 30-day time period, 30 days to around 3 months. He's going to come back into your life and go, wow, I've been out there looking and I didn't find anyone as good as you. I didn't value you. I didn't realize what I had. I miss you. I love you. I'm sorry, whatever. So it kind of depends on how you showed up. Again, if you didn't show up well, get one of the e-courses, start to transform. Or if you were like half good, half not good, because we're always like, sometimes I was really good and sometimes I was really bad in that relationship. Again, you can turn that around, but he has to see that. You have to just give him the breakup, go crush your goals, transform, and then he'll come back quicker. Number 5, if you were together for a long period of time, 2 years or more, now he's in a habit of being with you. He's seen you at your worst. He's seen you at your best. He still cared about you through all of it. You have now become kind of a habit to him. He's used to the good morning text. He's used to talking to you of an evening. So the longer the relationship was, the quicker he might come back around, especially if you handle the breakup gracefully. He may get out there on his own and realize, wait a minute, what have I done? I've let go of someone that I've committed to for 2 years and she was really great and I miss all of that. Because when you just let him go cold turkey, when he says, I want to break up, and you go, okay, fine, and you go into no contact, he has to quit you cold turkey. And that's hard to do. He can't wean off of you. He may want to try to stay friends or stay in contact with you. Refuse to do that. Just say, I'm not going to be friend zoned. I think it's best that we don't have contact for a while. Give ourselves time to heal. He's going to have to just quit you. He can't wean off of you slowly. And that is really, really hard. If you were a good woman, if you were together for a long time, and if you handled the breakup well. So in that case, I say again, 30 days to 3 months that he's going to come back. And number 6, how good was the relationship? If you guys just were not compatible and you were constantly fighting, you may have been a great woman, but maybe you just weren't compatible with him. I know of a situation where a woman was a really, really great woman and the guy was just a really, really bad guy. And he just couldn't live up to her expectations, didn't want to live up to her expectations. In that case, he may not come back around at all. But if the relationship was really good and you were a good person and you handled the breakup well, again, probably around 30 days. Number 7, was this relationship long distance or did you guys live close? Obviously, if you've lived closer, it's easier to get back together because you still might see each other and then he can see you transforming into this great, wonderful person. He will run into you at places that you've frequented before. You will have the same sort of friend set and he will talk to them and they will tell him all the great things that you're doing. And there will be more of an incentive for him to get back with you because you had a lot of the same interests, companions, locations, things like that. Now, if it was long distance, it's just going to make it harder. Long distance relationships are just hard, period. Breakups make them even harder. So I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but that could take a little bit longer. And the longer he goes without seeing you, the more time he has to kind of get over you. He's still going to be thinking about you and obsessing over you if you were a good person and if the relationship was good for still up to about 3 months. But you start getting into 4, 5, 6 months and it's a long distance relationship. If you haven't heard from him, I'm not saying you never will, but chances are you probably won't. And number 8, this one is critical, critical, critical. How much have you transformed? Since the breakup, how much have you grown? Have you really become that high value woman that has so many wonderful attributes and so much going on? If that's the case, he's going to come back pretty quickly. Now, again, he has to have time to see how good you are. But then once he sees how you've really changed, he's going to be like, oh man, I want her back. Depends on how much growing you have to do. So again, 30 days up to a year, but probably around that 6-month mark, he's going to start saying, wow, wait a minute. She's really changed. She's really great. And he's going to take time to notice it. And he's going to be comparing other girls to the new and improved you. So that one you got to let play out. Don't get discouraged if you've been in no contact for a while. Keep working on yourself. Keep striving to be a person of excellence, not to get this guy back. Do it for you. The added bonus is he notices, and that's when he comes back around. Number 9 situation is how stubborn is he? Is he a dismissive, avoidant attachment type? You can look up those attachment types on some of my other videos. Is he one of these guys that just digs his heels in and he is not going to budge? If that's him, He may reach out to you after 30 days. It may take him a couple months, 2, 3, 4 months to kind of reach out to you initially. And if you respond, he may kind of go silent again. And then when you don't initiate any more conversation, then he may reach out again after another month or two. Some of these really stubborn, dismissive avoidance types, I have seen it take up to a year for this guy to come back around. But usually sometime within that first year, they break. As long as you don't cave, they will give in at some point. Here's the final overview and how you can speed all of this up if you haven't gotten the gist yet. You have to change. You have to transform. Even if you are already great, become better. Everybody's out there looking for the prize. They want the best. They want to buy the best car and the best house. And they like people that have a lot going on and they're goal-oriented and they're classy. And they just, you want the prize, right? And guys are very competitive. They want the challenge. They want the prize. They want to win you over. So if you set yourself up here and then you have no contact with them, in fact, you even act a little indifferent. Like, yeah, I wanted the relationship, but you didn't. So it's okay. I'll move on. I'll find somebody great. And you handle it very nonchalant. That's when he's really going to want to come back. So you can speed the process up. But I still think 30 days is about average, 30 days to about 3 to 4 months. If you're dealing with an exceptionally stubborn person, he'll probably contact you, but he won't come back full-hearted, I want to be with you, for 6 months or later. Don't give up. Keep being great, wonderful, awesome you. Here's the trick though. When you begin to become this high-value woman, he's going to come back around and you're probably not going to want him. You probably already have moved on, probably to somebody better. Karma kind of hits in then, which isn't always a bad thing. Hey, it teaches him a lesson that he should have valued what he had, and you got to transform and become a better person, and you're with a terrific man. Ladies, I want to see you win in absolutely every area of your life. You can contact me for coaching, get one of my e-courses, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the subscribe. God bless you guys. I will see you in the next video.